This is a question from Rita of Sheffield. So, hi Rita, wherever you are. Very sensible one this. Occupational health is a big issue at the moment, and Rita was interested in knowing what exactly is health surveillance. Health surveillance is a range of things, so it isn't just one thing. It's only needed where there is an identifiable health condition that may crop up with a person's work. So for instance, if somebody is regularly exposed to asbestos, so I'm not talking about a one-off exposure, it's somebody who perhaps is by trade an asbestos remover, then health surveillance would be appropriate in case there has been accidental exposure, and that would consist probably of x-rays to establish if there were any changes to the lungs. Similarly, somebody working as a bricklayer on a building site could be exposed to cement if they forget to wear their gloves for any reason. So their likelihood of contracting irritant contact dermatitis would be higher than somebody working in another industry who wasn't handling cement. So again, you would put a regime of health surveillance in place. Now in that case, it would perhaps initially be something as simple as the site foreman checking people's hands every now and again to look for those first signs of redness or cracking. So health surveillance can really be very, very simple. It can be simply checking somebody's hands for signs of problems occurring. At the other end of the scale, health surveillance might well be needed in much more detail and with more rigour where somebody is exposed to noise over a long period of time. Even if this is controlled, then it is actually a legal requirement to have regular audiometry done, because unless you have that done and set against a baseline, so you must have measured that employee's hearing before you put them into the health surveillance programme, and then you keep measuring against that baseline, and what you're looking for is any changes that you wouldn't expect to see in that person's hearing. The reason that is done is to make sure that you are using the right hearing protection and the right noise controls. The only way you would know that your hearing protection wasn't working was doing the audiometry test. So that is the kind of health surveillance where clear records have to be kept, they have to be kept for over 40 years and so on. I will say that health surveillance is not used as well as it should be. Done simply and regularly, it can be extremely useful in helping employers to understand how well their health controls are working. If you don't ever do it, then you may be perfectly happy that you have risk controls without actually having any evidence that those controls are effective. So a simple tool, sometimes a legal requirement. There is a lot of information about health surveillance on the HSE's website. So if you think you may need to be doing this, do go to the website and have a look. And if you're not sure what the HSE is telling you or how it applies to your business, call us. We're more than happy to talk you through.